And we are live, and here we are. I am Tough Daddy, just hanging out in Blue Mountain. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
We're allowed to say that. That's great. Chilling out on a Saturday night, drinking a little bit of red wine. The kidlets they're in bed. They're not sleeping. Because that's what they do not do. They do not sleep. So they're in bed. They're hanging out. Your camera just got adjusted. Hopefully I'm still in the shot.
Oh, we'll find out in a minute. Hi, everyone in Reality Moms Land. How you doing? Hi. I hope I'm in the shot. I'm about to hit our playback over here and find out. Hey, it's Catherine, the video maven from Reality Moms. It's Merlot. It's me. Happy Saturday night. Let's just find out if we're live. The Wi-Fi here is a little spotty. It's going to take a second here.
She'll take longer than a second. What did we do today? Well,
I'll take longer than a second because my iPad is quite antiquated. It's a little on the old side now. Oh, wait. Oh, there you are. There. Look, you look so impressed.
yes, I do look so impressed.
We're live, we're live, we're live from Blue Mountain. We're waiting for all of our friends to come pop in and watch and say, how you doing? How you doing?
Well, let's not even wait for that. Why don't we just get into it? What are we doing up here?
We are at Blue Mountain. I really, really wanted the kids to learn how to ski. So here we are. I took our son and daughter skiing the other day at a little ski hill out by my mom and dad's. Went with my couple of my nephews. And I mean, I'm not a downhill skier, so I can't teach anyone. And anyway, our son really enjoyed it, but my daughter not so much. And we shall see. So my son is signed up for, there we are. My son is signed up for ski lessons tomorrow. My daughter is not yet. And we shall see.
I don't think she's going to do it.
That's okay.
She tried it once. She really didn't like it that one time. And she has no desire to go back. So this whole idea of forcing our kids to do things is something I'm actually seriously against. And specifically sports. I mean, we do have to guide our children, which we do all the time, constantly. But, well, let's put it this way. Our little girl, we are both martial artists. Our little girl started taking Shotokan karate, and she stopped real quickly. She actually didn't do anything in classes. She would go up and show up in princess dresses, and she would color. That was her thing. And, you know, personally, I wanted her training. I wanted her training hard. I wanted her training fast. I wanted her to be a machine. I wanted her to be dangerous. I wanted her to be all those things. I thought that would be the coolest thing in the world. And it would be, if she enjoyed it, if that's what she wanted to do. She didn't want to do that. She rejected it, and she left karate, and she didn't come back for a year. But she did come back.
And that's the important part.
And when she came back, no, actually the important part is actually when she came back by her own accord. She came back because she wanted to, because it was in her heart. She actually made the request, and she made that request every single week. She wanted to go back and train. And when it came time for her birthday actually fell on a Friday this year, which is her day when she trains karate. When we asked her what she wanted to do for her birthday, she wanted to train karate. We're very, very impressed. Skiing is not her thing at this point. Skiing is not something that she is interested in at all. She did give it one shot. It wasn't maybe even a real shot, but what is a real shot? So she tried it out, wasn't so into it, you know, didn't intrigue her in any way. It did intrigue our son, because he does, like, you know, he's a little bit more of a daredevil. He doesn't really think before he does a lot of things like most guys do. He's three, by the way. 3. Yeah, I'm sure this will change a lot in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. I'm sure it'll change quite a bit. But, you know, he likes to bomb down hills. He likes to stand on my head and go flying off my head and land head first onto the couch. Watching TV has become a contact sport because I have to make sure he doesn't go flying off the couch and hit the table every single time. Ooh.
So I'm just curious, any of you out there who are watching right now have a 3-year-old son who is anything like ours, let us know. Let us know what it is that you do. And for those of you just tuning in, we have 149 friends right now who have just joined in with us. Hey everyone, it's Catherine from Reality Moms. I'm the video maven over here. It's our Saturday night show, Merlot, It's Me. Tonight, my co-host is Tough Daddy,
Tough Daddy.
who actually just happens to be my husband. So because we're on a family holiday right now, and we're hosting the show from our hotel room, and our kids are supposed to be sleeping, but they just opened the bedroom door. So
On purpose.
on purpose.
On purpose.
She opened it on
I heard that
purpose.
what you were saying.
Yep.
Yes, yes, yes.
I just want to watch.
She wants to come watch. No, you're going to go to bed. Because it's Saturday night and it's after 10 o'clock. And so it's
Come here for a
time
quick
for
second.
all 7-year-olds to be asleep. Okay, anyone out there, do your kids have this sort of sleep thing going on where they refuse to go to bed, or they think that the adults are doing something really exciting and so they want to come and be a part of it? Let us know. Let us know how you deal with it, because our daughter seems to think we have very exciting lives after she goes to bed, and she really wants to be a part of it.
Where is little man? Where's little man? Don't say his name. Don't say your name.
Is he in bed?
I know.
He's in bed.
Is he in bed?
Yeah, he's in bed. He
Okay.
was hiding.
Is he sleeping?
No, he was wondering if you guys would come and find him.
Oh,
We're not going to find him right now. We got a little something to do.
Okay.
yes. We're in. So for those of you just joining, it's Merlot, it's me. And as my friend Lola likes to think, she hears somewhere along the way, Merlot tits me, but it's Merlot, it's me. And the reason why is I'm really into Merlots right now. And because I found this really awesome shirt at Target in San Diego, I couldn't resist. Tonight I'm drinking Fat Bastard Merlot. And yeah, I know they don't sleep in their own beds. Tonight we've got the Fat Bastard Merlot. It's a French Merlot that I picked up at the, what we call the LCBO. It's the Liquor Control Board store. And it falls in the $14, $15 range. And so far it's really tasty. Yeah, hon.
Why do people want to hear you talking about what beer you're drinking?
Okay, does this remind anyone right now of that BBC Dad interview that happened where the kids come like storming in when they're no? You don't think so?
Only in the sense that there is a child here. That's really about it.
That's really about it.
But,
She wants to know what we're drinking. But
I know what you're drinking.
Oh yeah?
Beer.
No, this is not beer.
Oh,
It's-
wine?
It is wine. This is a Fat Bastard Merlot, and it is a French wine, year 2015.
Hey, really picking your nose?
Oh, no,
really
no.
picking your nose online, live online?
No.
Maybe
We
you
don't
can do that picture in slow motion,
Oh, wait. Okay, so, adults out there, I think all the adults out here watching this drink too much wine. My parents drink it every night when we go to bed, and I watch them. And then Zane comes out of bed because I do it. Little man.
We have 2 new comments. At the
Too
wine
many
name,
comments?
yes.
There's never too many comments.
There's
Oh,
never too many
sweetie.
comments.
Okay, dude, you go to bed because you know what? The masses have been asking for me to do a live Man Crush Monday. People have been asking me to do it live Man Crush Monday, and I've been specifically asked for Tough Daddy
Really?
to be the Man Crush Monday. And for those of you who know the series Man Crush Monday that I do, every Monday I feature a really amazing dad, and we talk about why we love them and what makes them so great and so fantastic. Now, I have been holding out here on this fine specimen because, well, he's mine. And I didn't really want to, throw him out to the masses just yet. So I've been hiding him, but the masses have demanded, and I will bring to the table. I'm going to do a live Man Crush Monday with Tough Daddy tonight.
That's excellent. That's excellent. The hard part about this is on Man Crush Monday is I'm usually second camera.
Yeah! So we're just going to do a live straight to camera like this. So it'll be a live Q&A.
All right, let's do
Hey,
it.
wait, no.
What?
Before
What?
you go,
You mean before you go?
No, before everybody goes, but not me. I have to tell you. Remember, if you had Mommy's tweet, well, I actually tweeted it. The one that said, "My daughter is helping me tweet today," and when she sees my writing, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you
Your
write
sister's
too much."
coming.
Yeah. Okay, honey, you have to go keep your brother in
Hey,
bed.
one more.
Keep them company, please.
Wait, one more thing. And so, if you want to hear my next couple tweets, I'll tell them in there. Okay, the first one I came up with is today we're watching a Christmas movie and it's not even Christmas. Other is
That's a great tweet. That's a great tweet.
help!
Yeah.
My son just jumped on me, and my daughter laughed.
Okay, honey. Nighty night.
There's more.
Okay, I understand there's more, but it's time for you to go to bed. We
Yeah.
gotta do this, okay?
Give me some love, people.
What?
Good night. Oh,
Give me some
she wants some
love.
LOLs. Can you tap the ha 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 just
Yeah.
for
Give
her,
me
please?
some love.
She wants some love. She
She
wants
wants
some
some
ha ha
loves.
ha. Okay, can you close the door, please,
I
sweetheart?
want ha ha ha. I want love.
Good night, my love.
Oh,
What am I
lols.
Lulz? She wants the
Lulz.
LOLs? LOLs. See, this is what happens. Yes. Tweet your bum to bed with little man. Absolutely tweet your bum to bed, my friend. So for those of you who've just joined in, we can start this all over again. Hi, it's Catherine from Reality Moms, the video maven. Our show is Merlot, it's me, in honor of this amazing shirt I got at Target in San Diego. And tonight I'm drinking, what am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking a Fat Bastard. It's a French wine. And, well, they're very proud of their French roots, let me tell you that. And my co-host tonight is Tough Daddy.
Tough Daddy, a.k.a. Furhan. I am here because nobody else is.
No, because we're on a family vacation, and this just happens to be my husband. So, this is my co-host for tonight.
All right, are we going to get into
All right,
stuff?
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do the live Man Crush Monday.
All right, just ask me questions, and I will answer them, and I will do my best not to swear. It has been hard.
Dawn? Hey! Censor yourself. Censor. Hey. Okay. Hey, how old are your kids?
3 and 7.
We might have another joiner again. Yes, I know. We have more comments on that so far. Yes, ha ha ha. Yes.
Okay, well, keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
We're totally gonna keep rolling. So we've got a 3-year-old and a 7-year-old, and we have one of them just came out to join us.
Mommy,
Grunty.
they want to come out.
Okay, Grunty.
I mean Grunty.
Little man, you have to.
Actually, I mean-
No, little man, please.
Actually, I mean Michael. Yeah, Michael.
This is becoming a gong show. We're losing.
God.
Okay. Yeah, this is totally. Yeah, see, this is becoming a gong show,
People,
guys.
I like to call him Michael.
Guys,
Are we
Okay.
okay? Are we okay?
we're not okay.
Well, let's
Please.
just see your...
Yeah,
No, we're good now.
Fire.
No.
Nope, don't get close to that
Okay.
fire.
we're sorry. We're sorry. Our kids just walked out again. See, we're on vacation. We're on a family vacation right now, and our kids seem to think that what we do after bedtime.
Give me
is
some love.
Please stop, sweetheart. Could you please go into the bedroom and close the door? So this has become reality. The kids have just totally bombed our Merlot It's Me show.
Like I always
That they have. Okay, well, why don't you start asking me questions
Okay, we'll
and see
continue.
what we can do.
We'll continue on with the live Man Crush Monday. Let's hope we get
As
through
long
it.
as the kids go to bed.
Yes, if you could just, okay? You gotta tweet your bun to bed, okay?
Okay, but
Thank
what-
you. Thank
I
you.
have one more thing.
One more thing, Dad?
10 more. Give me some love, people. Okay? I just want 10 more.
She needs 10
She needs
pieces
10.
of love.
She needs 10 hearts flying across the screen. Can anyone tap 10 hearts for us? 10 hearts. 10 hearts.
Can I see the 10 hearts?
No, I'm not seeing any hearts coming running across the screen, honey.
Okay.
They might come later, sweetie.
They might come later.
Look stuff.
Yeah. So off you go, honey.
Is that the look thing? Come
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so tell me about.
Michael,
Ask
come
me a
on.
question,
Yes.
please.
Michael, come on.
So you became a father a little bit later in life.
I did.
Okay.
Mr. Star of the show, come back.
So what do you? So becoming a father in your.
Mama,
We're not going to touch that, honey. Becoming a
Oh,
father in your
Mama,
40s. He was in his
not.
40s when we had our first.
41 for the
40,
first.
41 for the
Yeah.
first time. So becoming a father later in life, do you think that gave you...
Seriously.
Me.
Seriously.
Guys,
Really?
guys,
I can't
guys.
find it.
Guys, you guys are moving right over there right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, Zane, over there right now.
Now.
Then.
Do you want to go to bed by yourself?
No.
Okay.
Then right there, right now. Go over with Maeve right now. Okay, Zane. Zane, it's your choice.
Sure.
You're either going to go over there right now, or you're going to bed by yourself. Which one do you want to do?
Go washroom.
Okay, why don't you go over there right now with Maeve?
On the washroom.
Then go to the washroom right now.
No. I don't want to.
I'm just gonna drink.
I want to
I'm
wait.
just gonna drink.
Sorry.
Man doesn't listen at all.
Did we just say the man doesn't listen at all? What? What? What?
What?
What? Hi. We're back.
Should I say
Okay.
something?
No, of course not. Okay, so back to the Man Crush Monday. We are with Tough Daddy, and one of the things I was trying to get into was becoming a father later in life. So you were in your early 40s when you became a father for the very first time.
Early 40s, becoming a father for the first time. Yeah, not what you would expect. Your youth is behind you, no matter what anybody tells you. People who tell you that 40 is a new 20 or 50 is a new 20 are either drunk or just completely insane, or they're 60. You know, give me a break. It's ridiculous. Your body starts to break down. So what you got to do, what I had to do, was I've always been, a bit of an athlete, bit of a partier. It was always a tough decision which one I wanted to be. I wanted to be both. I wanted to be a badass partier. That's what I wanted to be. Now I'm in this position where I'm having kids at the age of 41, and I can't deny that stuff is starting to happen. There's gray hairs, there's creaking bones, there's aches and pains where there weren't aches and pains before. There's time to heal from injuries is much longer. It takes you out of the game a lot more. For those of you who don't know, I am a lifelong martial artist, and at this point in my life, I am only training jiu-jitsu. No more strikes to the head, no more concussions. Figured it wasn't a good idea anymore. Had a few, not too many, but anyway, this is where I am, and this is what I want to continue doing, to be active. Now I've got these kids, and I need to be around for these guys. I have had to step everything up, and not just double it or triple it or anything like that. It has been exponential. And just to keep up with my kids, and just to feel strong and healthy, and have that confidence that I'm not an old man having children. I work out 5 days a week. 5 days a week I work out, and I work out hard. Right, a lot of pain involved. My goal in that is nobody in the day can hurt me as much as I hurt myself in the morning. That's my number one goal. And then what I do after that is I try and get to the mats as often as possible to train jiu-jitsu. It's once or twice a week. That's about it. The result has been amazing. I feel fantastic. My waist is the smallest it's been since university. But the main point is I can pick my son up, who is a little madman, lift him over my head, and slam him on the bed for 45 minutes straight and not gas at all. He's having the greatest time. I'm having the greatest time. And that is what really matters. And in a lot of ways, that's really the only thing that matters. I mean, it all matters, but that right there was such a moment, and it was so amazing and so beautiful. And the fact that I could actually have that with him, obviously, she was away.
Otherwise, someone's going to get hurt.
And someone always gets hurt, and it's always kids. It's never me. I get hurt on mats. But anyway, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And to put in that extra time, to put in that extra effort, to put in that extra amount of pain, because that's really what it comes down to. Let's not try and kid ourselves. Yes, working out is fun and exercising is fun and it's all that stuff, and we tell ourselves that. But exercise, first and foremost, hurts. It hurts. That's why your body fills itself filled with endorphins to mask that pain, to get yourself past that pain so you can exercise more, so you can be happier, and whatever else happens as a result of all those endorphins. But exercise hurts, and it needs to be done. It is absolutely important. I'm doing it as an old man. I'm now 48 years old and still going strong. Arthritis and tendonitis seem to rear their ugly heads a little bit these days, especially after a rough day on the mats, from rolling jits, and sometimes I'll wake up the next morning and my hands are a little swollen, they hurt a little bit. The pain is in a lot more places, but that's okay. Being a father at this age has been everything I wanted it to be because I took the time to create it. That's your reality. Create your realities.
Create your realities.
Create your realities.
Create your realities is pretty good. Aside from, physically, like, trying to get yourself in shape, like, we're also, further along in our careers and things like that. And so, I mean, obviously, we exerted a lot of patience maybe about 10 minutes ago. But do you think that, as a person, you're probably a little bit more patient or forgiving, or, how do you, having more life experience?
Yeah, absolutely. When you are 40 years old, one thing you do realize is that your life is, it's about you, but it's not only you. There's so many other elements in it, and you are not always the most important person in your life. To take that attention off of you, to take your focus off of you is actually a really great thing, a really smart thing. It's a really healthy thing to do, too. In this day and age, it is so easy to become narcissistic beyond belief. Facebook feeds it, Twitter feeds it, Instagram feeds it. Let's put up pictures of myself over and over and over again and put it out to the masses and get as many likes as possible. We live in an age of ego. We need, and also of information, and we are constantly bombarded. And I don't think any of us ever really expected us to be bombarded by ourselves. We need to get away from ourselves. We need to get some white space. We need to get some quiet time. We need to chill out. And yeah, you could say that having kids is not really the way to chill out. It's not, but it is the way to take that attention off of you completely, fully and completely. Yes, that swing can be a little bit too much. And that first year of childhood, yeah, daddy gained a few pounds. More like, it wasn't so much tough daddy, more like dough daddy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't very, very good. It wasn't very cool. Had to do a little bit of work. Had to actually realize, had to bring myself back. But bringing myself back to a place where, not like I was in a dark place, but bringing myself back to a place where I actually am looking in the mirror and looking deep in the mirror and realizing what isn't there and no longer lying to myself. That's important. That's really important. We need to be critical of everything, and most importantly, ourselves and our intentions and what we do and why we do it, and just because of intentions. But we need to be critical of ourselves. It's the only way for us to actually get better. And one thing I actually started doing when we first had our daughter was, especially when we get to ages, like when she's around 2, 3, and there's a lot of communication kind of going on there. It's hard. So what I would do every single night, and I still do this to a large extent, I would go over my interactions with my child. And I would go over when I was patient, when I was not, and I would examine when I wasn't patient. And I would examine when I snapped back, and I would examine when I became angry. I would examine when my temperature would just rise, even if I didn't say anything. And I would, I would try and break it down. And it's not a fun thing to do, because what you realize is that you really are an asshole. That's just how it is. That's life. And you need to get away from that. And that's what I saw. That's what I really, really saw. And I needed to get away from myself. And so having children was one of the best things in the world to do, so I could stop concentrating on myself. So I could actually come back and then concentrate on myself with a proper focus.
Viewer question. Have any of your kids ever pooped in the tub on you?
Yeah, of course. In the tub, are you kidding me? Yeah, absolutely. Man, I'm telling you, poop is everywhere. Shit is a big part of our lives. It is. Right now, our little man, he fights it. He fights it. He was toilet trained. Things were great when he was in the toddler section.
Oh, it was daycare, yeah.
Yeah, but then when he moved up to the CASA section, he goes to a Montessori school. Can you tell? Mm-hmm. When he moved up there, the bathroom breaks weren't the same, and it wasn't his same crew, and things were different. So what he'll do now is he'll hold on to it, and then he'll eventually poop in his underwear, and he won't tell anybody about it. I I've had my nose broken about 5 times. I don't have very much. I don't have a great sense of smell. So sometimes what I think is a fart, it's a big piece of crap in his pants, and it's there. But and it comes up at the most inopportune moments, right? If we're going to a restaurant, he's going to crap in his pants. If we're going to a play, he's going to crap in his pants. Not like we've gone to a play in forever. If we one time took, Miss M to her karate class. As soon as we got there, what happens? Huge log. Huge log. It was a redwood, man, in his pants. And it happens constantly. I have held on to more crap in my life than I ever thought I would. Go online, check Instagram. It's my first picture.
One of your blog posts actually was devoted to a diaper blowout, if I remember correctly. You wrote a whole a blog post about a blowout situation that our daughter had when she was, 2 months old?
Yeah.
We drove out to the East Coast and back.
Yeah, and I think the reason that story sticks so much in my mind is that we were the inexperienced parent. We thought we could do anything, and so what we decided was that when our daughter was about 1.5 months, 2 months old, we thought we could jump in the car and drive from Toronto to Nova Scotia to visit my folks, which is where they did live at one point. And we thought we could do it over 5 days, and we could do it no problem. And we were so wrong. Wow, we messed up so badly, so often. It was insane. I felt ravaged after that. I felt just destroyed, right? Like, it was just insane. There was that one moment where we're driving down, the road, and we were thinking, I think we might have had iPhones at that point. But
no, not even.
iPhone?
No, we didn't have iPhones 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago, that's right, we didn't have iPhones. But, anyway, we knew that there was a town coming up. We knew that every town has a McDonald's. Every McDonald's has a clean bathroom. We were striking out hard, and we struck out hard there too, because that McDonald's bathroom was not clean. It was quite vile. But it took us much longer to find the little town we were going to. It took us longer to find the McDonald's we were going to. The little girl had actually crapped so hard, went flying up her back and over her shoulders. It was in her hair. In her hair. Now, this is no surprise to any parent out there, because you've all gone through it, and you've all thought the same thing. It's in her hair. But how does it get? The atomic poops. They go flying. They go insane. We've all got shit in our hands. This is how life is when you have kids.
You can read about that blog post. What's the name? What is the name of that post? Do you remember? If you go to toughdaddy.rocks and go to the blog.
That one's called Holy.
Holy. That one's called Holy. Toughdaddy.rocks. That blog post is called Holy. We have a question from our friend Creed. Creed Anthony.
Creed.
Hi, Creed. I hope you've tuned in to watch.
What up, brother?
Creed wants to know that as a new blogger, has blogging opened your eyes to any specific struggle or responsibility as a parent?
No, I think it's all those reasons why I actually started blogging in the first place, because I couldn't believe all the responsibilities I had. I couldn't believe all the things I had to do. I couldn't believe all the stories I had in my head. I couldn't believe all the experiences I went through every single day. And part of me just desperately wanted to... When we were having our children, one of my greatest joys was talking to other parents and talking to them about their stories and telling my own stories. And that was so wonderful and so much fun. And the fact is, career-wise, I am a storyteller. I'm an editor in television. I've been a writer all my life. I've never really stopped. And but I needed a reason to kind of get back out there and actually, as far as the writing goes, I was never really out there for the writing. The writing was always something that I did for myself. But this time around, I finally started putting my writing out there, my stories out there. And it was a life as a dad that inspired me to be a blogger. And sometimes it's tough, because you have these days where you're like, you've got a head full of stories and you got so much that you want to tell, and you got other days where you're just exhausted and down, and because there is no quiet moments. Even when I'm just sitting there in front of the TV, there's about 1 million things going through my brain, and trying to get my brain to stop has proven to be a problem in the past. So I love blogging. I love Because really, when it comes right down to it, it's storytelling. You know, I mean, it's the same reason I'm in this career that I am, an editor, because I love to tell stories. I love to tell stories. I've always loved to tell stories, and I love to read stories. And so that's what blogging has done for me. It's actually it's been the vehicle for me to get my voice out there, if anybody cares to hear it.
Another question that we had from one of our friends here online is, what has been your favorite book to read your children? Do you have one?
Well, yeah. I mean, I guess a romantic answer would be The Giving Tree, wouldn't it? By Shel Silverstein. Oh, what a beautiful book. Oh, yeah. As far as books go, there's not really going to be a whole lot of common ground between, like, you know, what I actually like to tell, read to my children, what my children actually really, really enjoy. What ends up happening is, I mean, because what happens actually with the books that they enjoy is they want to hear the same books over and over and over again, which I've got no problem with, because I'm the same way when I listen to music or read books or do my own things. But if I'm going to be reading about Thomas the Tank Engine going down the tracks and experiencing a log on the tracks and not knowing what to do, and it's the 50th time I've read that story for the 50th night in a row, I'm not going to be into it. No. I can't lie about that. I'm not going to be into it. So bedtime with my kids is certainly not about the wonderful experiences we share over these same stories. A lot of times it's snuggling. A lot of times it's quite simply with my daughter. It's her reading to me, because I am over the moon and overjoyed and completely blown away by her level of reading. She reads for hours and hours and hours every single day. And at one point, we were told this is a problem, and by some psycho teachers, we were told she'll be ostracized. But you know what? Now she is reading beyond anything we could have actually even comprehended. It's actually become a problem because, you know, at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, we have to go to her room, turn off her light so she can go back to bed. Problem is, she'll wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, turn on her light, and read for another hour. Right? So with her, it's hearing her story, hearing her read to me. With my son, he's a funny little kid, but I don't do stories with him. I actually sing to him, and he loves that. And he gets very, very calm with that. When it's just him and I in a dark room and I'm singing to him, he's really down with that. And if you heard me at karaoke, you know that my son must really love me. So, but he doesn't really like us singing at any other time. If we're in the car and we're singing, he'll tell us to stop. If we're just hanging out anywhere and singing, he will tell us to stop. But when I ask him if he wants me to sing to him at any time, the answer is always yes. So
there you go.
That's what it is.
So then the follow-up question to that was, well, that wasn't really a follow-up, but it was like, the question was, what books do you like to read with your children, and what movies do you like to watch with your children? Is there a movie that you like watching with your children?
Well, I've got a ton of movies from my own childhood that I want to share with my children because I want them desperately to have the same enjoyment out of those that I got.
Yeah.
But really, when it comes right down to it, with them, it's actually the movies that they enjoy, because again, they'll watch the same movies over and over again. And
Kung Fu Panda, anyone?
Well, you know, Hotel Transylvania. You know,
yeah.
What? Are you kidding me? In my lobby? You know, and these are, you know, you watch these shows over and over again. With our daughter, we watch a show called Victorious. And
oh yes,
you know,
anyone out there with kids who are fans of Victorious, let us know.
But these movies and these TV shows are filled with jokes, and my favorite moments are actually laughing over those moments at the time and then later on. You know, when we're out and suddenly my son looks at me and goes, "What? Are you kidding me? In my lobby?" And I'll laugh like crazy. No one else knows why. And that's where the magic is. What you realize is about shared experiences. It doesn't have to be your experience as a child. It just be experience that you share with your child.
That is very true. For those of you just joining us, hi, I'm Catherine, the video maven from Reality Moms. It is Merlot, it's me. It's this Saturday night bi-weekly show where I drink Merlot. Tonight we're drinking Fat Bastard. It's a French Merlot. And my co-host tonight is Tough Daddy. Be sure, I tagged him, and it might be above you when it says, Merlot, it's me. I tagged him, Tough Daddy. So go over and check out his page. Give him a like, too, if you don't mind. He was very generous with his time to co-host with me tonight. But he's kind of stuck because we're on a family vacation. So he's stuck with me tonight. he's stuck. He's stuck. He's stuck with me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Say, do we have any other questions for Tough Daddy tonight? Amanda, you like Nemo. Oh, Nemo! You've watched Nemo with your kids over and over again. That's, what's funny is we started watching Finding Dory with our son, and I think the very beginning of it freaked him out, and he ran away, and it's not in Netflix rotation since.
Yeah, well, I mean, that seems to be like, some of these inherent problems. Actually, this affected me as a child. As a child, watching, movies that are made for children, made by Disney or whatever other company is out there making movies for children. Why is there always that moment in the beginning of the movie where there's a death of a family member or a separation of family, something that's so terrible and so horrifying that it scars the kids in the movies for life and also the kids in the theaters as well?
But we all turned out okay, right? Did we turn out okay?
We turned out okay, but the
okay.
reason, but for myself, I would remember being a child going to see movies, I would have to tell myself, as I was walking into the theater, that in about an hour and a half, I was going to feel worse than I have ever felt in my entire life. And I also had to tell myself that was okay, because in 2 hours, everything would be okay. Right? And I had to tell myself that every single time I went in, because I used to get so overwhelmed by these movies and by these events that happen within these. They would live with me for days and weeks, and I imagine that's got to be the way things are with our kids. And so when our son saw Nemo and he saw the very, very beginning, yeah, he freaked out. Yeah, he panicked. Right? And there was times when our daughter was, she suddenly had fears of our death. And maybe these movies had something to do with it. Maybe they didn't. But that question was there. She, we'd be in the car. I would have a cough. She's like, "Daddy, are you sick?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sick." "Are you going to die?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to die." So, but of course, we're all going to die someday.
Old Yeller. Old Yeller. Brian says Old Yeller. Do you remember Old Yeller?
You know what? I never saw Old
I
Yeller.
watched Old Yeller, Brian. I'm with you on that. Well, I think it was more the ending that was really traumatic for me.
Did they
with Old
shoot
Yeller.
that dog in the face?
Shh, of course they did. They had to put the dog down. But Brian, yes,
Cats
I'm with
rule.
you. I remember it.
Cats rule.
Yes, we have had cats too. But anyway, so unless there's any other questions, it's awful. Yes, Amanda. Yes, I know it is awful. So unless there's any other questions for Tough Daddy tonight, that concludes our live Man Crush Monday. So you can see why I cut them down to 90 seconds.
I talk a lot.
Talks a lot, folks. But I would like to thank Tough Daddy for being my co-host tonight. He was completely stuck with me and had no choice. I don't have my computer with me, so I couldn't blue jeans any of my friends in. So No. He did great. Yeah, Brian, I messed you up in grade 2. I was probably about the same age, I think, Brian, when I saw Old Yeller. 7, 8 years old. That sounds about right. Yeah, that's really...
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would like to thank you all for joining in to Merlot It's Me for our Saturday night. Join me again in 2 more weeks for Merlot It's Me. I might be home. If you've seen my Merlot It's Me, this is my 3rd one, and I haven't been home for 2 of them now. I was in New York for Toy Fair 4 weeks ago. I was there with Joey Fortman. We were covering for Reality Moms, and we were on Quirky Mama. And, here I am. I'm up in Blue Mountain, which is Ontario's sort of ski resort community. And we're up here. And you know what? We should probably sign off for the night because you guys have been generous with your time and hanging out with us. And
there's a lot of noise coming from inside there.
Yeah, so we thank you for sticking with us through, what was happening earlier. But I think our time is done.
Yep, all right, let's do this.
Our time is done. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you raised a glass and enjoyed your time with us. Cheers.
Okay, we got to go.
Thank you, Brian.